Welcome back to Podcast Space Cowboys. I am your host, Lily Abernathy, and today we're tackling one of the New York comedy community's most enduring mysteries. Is Justin Silver gay, or is he just really, really good at confusing straight men? Now, before we get into it, let's set the stage. Justin Silver is a comedian, podcaster, actor, and former TV dog whisperer who's made a career out of charming audiences and calming pit bulls. But along the way, he also became one of comedy's favorite enigmas: straight, gay, secretly married to his reflection in the mirror. Who knows? Let's dig in and see if we can't crack the case. Let's start with the evidence. Exhibit A, Mr. Silver's Instagram. If you've ever scrolled through his feed, you'll notice it's a mix of shirtless gym selfies, adorable dogs, and thirst traps so well lit they'd make a Kardashian blush. He knows his angles, and he's not afraid to use them. Now, is that gay? Not necessarily, but it is suspicious. The abs, the smirk, the occasional post-workout flex, it's like he's auditioning for both Men's Health and a Fire Island calendar shoot. You've got to respect the hustle, but it does raise questions. And then there's his captions. Justin doesn't just post a photo, he writes mini screenplays in the comments. It's like reading the inner monologue of a man who knows he's hot and wants you to know it too. Exhibit B, his comedy. Justin's stand-up walks an interesting line. It's self-deprecating and full of stories that somehow toe the line between charming bachelor and I'll meet you in the sauna after Pilates. You might laugh, you might cringe, and occasionally you might find yourself questioning whether the punchline landed or if Justin just flexed his way out of the setup. Rumor has it, he may have been one of the men to provoke Luis J. Gomez in the Equinox saunas, though I'm guessing it was less of a fight and more of a who can flex harder contest that Justin won by default because, let's be honest, he's always posing for an imaginary GQ spread. He's the kind of guy who'll tell a joke about his dating life that'll leave half the audience wondering, wait, was that a Grindr reference? And then there's his podcast, Himbos, which he co-hosts with Josh Adam Myers. If you've ever listened to it, you know it's basically a masterclass in bro-y vulnerability. They'll spend 20 minutes talking about deadlifts and protein powder, then seamlessly transition into discussing emotional growth and how to exfoliate. It's like listening to two gym bros who accidentally discovered therapy. Every now and then, Justin will say something so perfectly phrased, it feels like he's auditioning for a role as the sassy best friend in a rom-com. You know, the one who shows up with wine and wisdom right before the big third act breakup. Exhibit C. Now, let's be real. The comedy community loves a good gay joke, especially when it's about someone who's not actually gay. Justin's just one of those guys who's so comfortable in his own skin, it makes other dudes nervous, right? He's charming, he's stylish, and he's not afraid to let you know he's been moisturizing since high school. To some people, that's enough to slap a rainbow sticker on his forehead and parade him down Fifth Avenue, preferably shirtless and holding a protein shake. But Justin? He leans into it. At least I hope so. He'll let people speculate, laugh about it, and then casually mention a girlfriend just to keep everyone on their toes. It's like he's playing 3D chess, like Spock on the Enterprise, but with his sexuality, and we're all just pawns in his perfectly tailored game. Ha, Garrick reference. Let's take a quick detour to his acting credits. Justin's been in everything from Law and Order to The Sinner. He's the guy who can go from playing CSI technician to overly handsome dog trainer without missing a beat. And let's not forget his work on Dogs in the City, a show where he not only fixed people's problematic pups, but also managed to look like he was auditioning for the Fab Five. I mean, come on. The man practically radiates Bravo TV After Dark energy. If there's ever been a gayer premise for a straight man to thrive in, I'd love to hear it. So, what's the verdict? Is Justin Silver gay? I'll let you decide. But is he out there living his life so fabulously, so unapologetically moisturized, that he makes you wonder if he's secretly been cast as the face of a lifestyle brand none of us are cool enough to know about? At the end of the day, Justin's not just a dog whisperer, he's a vibe whisperer. He knows exactly who he is, and he's having way too much fun letting the rest of us try to figure it out. Justin Silver, the man who somehow blends the energy of a fitness influencer, a dog whisperer, and a character from a Ryan Murphy series. He's quite possibly the only person who could make RuPaul pause mid-runway strut and declare, "Honey, where have you been hiding this fabulousness? I need your skincare routine and your personal trainer's number immediately." Thanks for tuning in to Podcast with Lily Abernathy. Follow us at Podcast the Pod on YouTube and X, formerly Twitter. See you later, Space Cowboys.